Hey folks, how you doing? Papa Joe here. I got them all kicked off. The last one kicked off this morning. I sitting down here in Laredo getting loaded. As you can see, I'm bouncing around. Got a video from yesterday my son's working on that I'm gonna put up. So one I did in Austin. Had my last drop yesterday. I think y'all find interesting. That ain't what I want to talk to you about today. I want to talk to you today. Yeah, a little political. Imagine that. Trump's been doing a lot of stuff, talking a lot of stuff, and everybody and their brother trying to find fault. Had one get on here the other day and was saying that going to build a wall. He lied. He's already asking the people for money. Well, he was saying that first thing Monday morning. That's crock-a-bull. If you're going to say stuff, at least make it true, you know? And they're hollering, how's he going to make Mexico pay for a wall? Now, those in the trucking industry over the road that's been to any border town can tell you that there are thousands, literally thousands of trailers coming across that border every day. Every day. So if Trump decides to put a kibosh on some of the Mexico trade, he's going to hurt some folks. He's going to hurt Mexico, and he's going to hurt some big corporations. It's not really going to hurt the Americans, so to speak. I know it's going to hurt some of the truck drivers. It's going to be a little bit less freight for us. We'll survive. It's going to slow down some of the warehouses. They ain't going to close the majority of them because they do get products from American soda factories in this case, because that's what I'm picking up, is Coca-Cola. That was made in Mexico, shipped across the border to us. So they're having the shit made over there dirt cheap, selling it to us at a jacked up price, and yet they don't want to help build a wall? I think they could. So, you know, it's real easy for people to sit on the sidelines and up in the mid-America where they don't see what's going on down here. If you ever came to one of these border towns, Laredo, Brownsville, San Diego, El Paso, there are literally in every town thousands and thousands of trailers of product coming over this way every day. We have hundreds going their way, thousands coming our way. That's why it's real easy to get freight coming into these border towns, but it's hard to get out. And not only is it hard to get out, when you get out, it's cheap stuff. Because the corporations still ain't wanting to pay. And don't get me wrong, I'm not one of these that think the corporation should pay for everything and blah, blah, blah. But you do have to draw a line once in a while. Sooner or later, you have to put America first. Sooner or later, you have to make America great at whatever cost. So if you're a corporation, Coca-Cola, and we know they're not hurting, they're worldwide. And guess where they started? But yet they're shipping, having this stuff made in Mexico. I'm fine with that if they're going to sell it in Mexico. Just like they have bottling plants in the other countries. That's fine. But when it comes to us, how about let's get some of the jobs back to the American workers? Why is all this stuff going into Mexico and coming back up to us? But yet we have people that are hurting and needing jobs. We have factories that are shut down so that they can make a little more profit. I keep telling y'all I'm not the biggest fan of Donald Trump, and I'm not. However, I'd like to see him do something about it. And if he decides to start putting a hurts on these borders and demanding help building the wall, then by all means, put the hurts on them. Put the hurts on them. Let's build the wall and tell some of them, bring our jobs back. Quit taking all the jobs out of the country. And if you want to have it down there, this load that I'm hauling, they need to tax the hell out of them. Period. You took it over there to make so much more profit, well, give us half of that profit. Because we're having to subsidize the people that you put out of work. And I know there's going to be a lot disagree with me, but that's all right. This is my opinion, and I have a God-given American birthright to my opinion, whether anybody else likes it or not. And you have a God-given birthright to yours as well. You just happen to be wrong if you don't agree with me. See how simple that was? And this nonsense that our government has been trying to model us after European Union and all that. Why? There was a reason 200 years ago that we left that part of the world and came to this part of the world. And we didn't say, our forefather didn't say, let's go to America and build another Europe. They didn't say that at all. And this nonsense, just like Obama trying to give, what was it, $221 million or $1 billion or whatever it was on his last couple of days, trying to give it away. Why? People up in Flint, Michigan are still drinking trash water. We still have veterans on the streets. And we're still wanting to borrow money to give away. Because that money's borrowed, we're broke. And he's still wanting to give money away to some of his cousins. No, let your family take care of your family over there, Obama. They got oil wells and stuff. They're raping us on the oil wells. Go ahead and take care of your own over there. We don't have to support them. They're not our in-laws. They're Michelle's in-laws. But no, those that don't know, you need to do a little bit of homework. And you need to see just exactly what is happening in these border towns as far as freight goes. And you'll find out there's lots of freight coming across. So it is a bargaining chip. It is a tool, just like they use all this other nonsense. Well, here's one more. And this one can be in our favor for a change. I'm tired of giving away everything to the other people. Like Trump said on his speech, it's time America came first. And that's how every other country thinks. I don't think any of European Union or Europe over there are saying, oh, well, shit, let's sacrifice a little bit so America can be greater and we can be less. If you don't hold their toes to the fire, that ain't going to work. So, but I was sitting there watching all these trucks, looking at all these trailers here that's from Mexico. Right over here's another yard. Laredo's just ate up with them. Ate up with them. And when I say thousands, just in Laredo alone, thousands of trailers coming across every day, I'm not exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating at all. CFI 35 has highway cameras. And you start watching. And we didn't even talk about the trains, have we? And I've seen the trains backed up in El Paso waiting to cross. Car after car after car. And every one of them cars will haul what? 4, 5, 6 truckloads? You know? No, we're getting a short end of the stick. Donald Trump is right about that. In all of the agreements and trade dealings that we have done, the Americans get the short end of the stick. And then we wind up putting the bill for the other guy to make more money. I'm not okay with this, folks. I'm not okay with this at all. I totally agree with him, and I hope so hard that he can keep even half of what he says he wants to do. I hope he can do it. You know? Some of the stuff he's already done that's made somebody mad, the TPP, cut off. I'm told Planned Parenthood's cut off. I ain't did the fact check on it, but I read from a good source. Actually, my daughter. and she stays on top of that. But yeah, there's a lot of that stuff cut off. Just like Mad Dog got the ISIS leader the first day between coffee and lunch, and he took him out. It's like, really? And we don't know where he's at, right? So, crazy stuff. I don't know what he was thinking. He put actual Native American in front of Indian Affairs in charge of it. Why in the world would he do that? About damn time somebody did that. Let's put some people in charge of what's going on that knows what's going on. You know? Don't put your buddy in there. But now to hear the Democrats and the mainstream media, they're telling you that all Trump's doing is filling it with his crony buddies. I don't buy that at all. That ain't what I'm seeing at all. He's putting people in charge of it that needs to take charge. All right, let me pause you. All right, folks. They got me loaded. Just closed the doors. And, well, let's see. Pressure gauge is about 60. I ought to be legal, but I'm going to hit scales anyway. But no, I still think we all need to give Trump a chance. He was my only choice. So, it ain't like I had a whole lot to lose there. Because there's no way. I talked to an individual yesterday, a young man, Danny. He's a Mexican American. And I only put that Mexican there so that you'll know that not all Mexicans hate Trump. Once again, I live in Texas, and you'll find out your legal Mexicans, the real Mexican Americans, they definitely don't like illegals. And if it had been anybody but Hillary, they might have voted Democrat. But even our military, that's why he couldn't vote for her, because he was, well, hold on here, I didn't get that plugged in. He voted for Trump simply because of Hillary. He was like me. He said, no, I can't do it. He was old jarhead. Well, no, he wasn't. He was a young kid. He was younger than my boy Nate. We got talking about that, and he's like, he's just now 26. Nate would be like 31. So, alright, folks, I gotta go to work. Remember, God loves you, and so do I. Have a blessed day now. Bye.